Hi, I'm Ginger Ninja Trickster and I'm going to teach you how to do that. Before attempting the no-handed kip-up, I suggest you already have the kip-up with your hands, or you have a very strong kick to get back up from, maybe a martial arts background. Before we start, I'd just like to say I learned the no-handed kip-up before the kip-up with my hands. So some people just prefer the emphasis on the kick, and also I find some people don't really push with their arms, so they leave their body behind and they don't get that problem when they're just focusing on their legs and then just swinging their arms up with them. So that being said, some of you will find the no-handed kip-up easier. So first of all, we need to find a starting position that we feel comfortable with. Now, I don't recommend the crouch position for this one, as most people create too much momentum in their roll back and then struggle to kick up and get their feet underneath them. It's okay when we're doing the normal kip-up because we can roll back and use that momentum and put it into our arms to get up. With this one, the emphasis is on the legs, so we don't want to be creating too much momentum in our roll back. When you have your starting position, roll back, making sure you're on your upper back and shoulders with your hips and lower back in the air. Now, you want these legs close to you so they have further to travel, so you can create more momentum when you kick up, so you have a better chance of landing the kip up nicely. If you have a little gap, then you'll create less momentum and you've got a chance of landing awkwardly or landing really low with your kip up. So when you roll back now, roll back and make sure your hips are up and these legs are nice and close. Next stage is to add the little kick upwards. Now, most people's problem when they first do the kip up with no hands is they're overzealous to kick straight out and land. Whereas really you want to be kicking up and then making an arcing motion so you've got more chance of landing it because you'll create more height first. Whereas if you're doing it kicking straight out, it's going to be very hard to get onto your feet. You can have like a happy medium where you can still land it, but if you're kicking straight out, you've got no chance whatsoever of getting onto your feet. So what we need to do first is roll back and just make sure we're doing a little kick upwards first. So again, the understanding of where the kick is traveling. Make sure you breathe out so you don't wind yourself. The next stage is going for the kip up. But what we need to do is make sure we are kicking up, arcing our back, getting into that bridge position, thrusting those hips down so our feet will land underneath us so we can get up. Most people's problem is they don't thrust their hips down, they leave their body back behind and then they'll fall back. You need to thrust those hips down and whip your body up. You can still use your arms slightly, even though you're not pushing off the ground, your arms can still whip you up that little bit faster, so your feet can get underneath you that little bit faster and you have more chance of landing it. So the emphasis is getting that bridge position and getting your feet on the floor. So I'll slow it up now so you can see. Land on the balls of your feet to absorb impact. A good test to see whether you've got strong technique is to grab your shirt and do the kip up. That way then, you know you're getting up with just the momentum of your legs rather than using that little whip with your arms. And when you do use that, you're going to end up with a better no-handed kip up as well. So, here it goes. You grab your top, roll back, and kip up onto your feet. This concludes my tutorial on the no-handed kip-up, so check my channel for other tricking tutorials and subscribe for future ones. If you're also interested, I do kicking tutorials and stretching tutorials, so check them out. Thank you.